Okay. Yesterday we were learning about what you're allowed to wear on Shabbos, clothing. Now, like we said, clothing that you wear to protect your modesty, dignity, or from the elements, to prevent discomfort. Like, for instance, a woman that nurses a baby is allowed to wear nursing pads, because otherwise it's uncomfortable, or things like that. Now, the third category that we said, which is sometimes you take it off, sometimes you don't take it off. So that's not always. But let's discuss first the other things. Clothing which are worn even by a minority of people, even though the majority of people don't wear them, you're allowed to wear them on Shabbos. And the Gemara gives an example that the shepherds, many years ago, would wear sackcloths to protect them from the rain. So even though most people didn't wear sackcloths, because most people weren't shepherds, and they weren't out there a whole day in the rain, but therefore Halachos says that everybody's allowed to wear it. Because a minority of people wear such a jacket, so then Halachos can wear it. I'll give you another example. Many people, not many, but people wear their jackets over their shoulders, especially if it's hot. Okay, so you don't stick your hands into the jacket, you wear it over your shoulder. So even though the majority of people don't wear it like that, but nevertheless, you're allowed to wear it on Shabbos, according to most poskim, in fact. You're allowed to wear a jacket like that on Shabbos, but you have to be careful that if it's very windy, it shouldn't make sure the wind doesn't blow it off, and then you'll end up carrying the jacket. But if you wear, I'll give you another example. You're allowed to wear a talus in the street. Yeah? Because a talus is worn. But you can't wear, like before davening, you put it over your shoulder and check the tzitzis. You can't wear a talus like that in the street, because nobody wears a talus. Nobody wears a talus like that. So therefore, you're allowed to wear a talus in the street, but you're not allowed to wear a talus in a way that nobody wears it like that. And therefore, that wouldn't be allowed. We'll get there in a minute.
Some people wear a tallit under their jacket.
What?
They wear the tallit under their jacket.
That's also fine. Still, you're wearing it.
Okay.
No, you're wearing it. You're wearing it like everybody wears it, except you're just wearing it instead of under the jacket. But the way you're wearing the talus is the way normal people wear it.
Is it the Shabbos or hair? Which one?
No, we're talking about carrying now.
So then glove, which is normal. What's the shiloh that's carrying?
So we said we learned because you might take off the glove to meet somebody in the street. You'll give him shoma. That's what says Shchunar. You'll meet somebody in the street. You'll take off the glove, give him shoma, and then you'll end up carrying it. So
You said people are making it.
I said Al Rebbe's make if it's very cold.
What about COVID?
Huh?
What if it was in the beginning of COVID?
Beginning of COVID, if people wore gloves to protect themselves from the elements, it wasn't an issue. Just like you're allowed to wear masks.
Not for the elements.
But for health purposes is also the same thing. It's called the elements, basically. But you have an issue with the masks, right? That you're allowed to wear a mask because it's for protection. What's the difference if it's protection from rain, or protection from an infection, or protection from whatever? The only thing is, though, we mentioned that if you're wearing a mask on Shabbos, you have to wear it properly. You can't wear the mask like here. The mask is worn over the nose and mouth. That's the way the mask is meant to be worn. So if you wear it here, that's not called wearing it on Shabbos, then you're carrying it. Unless there's a native or whatever. But,
Only over your mouth?
what?
Only over your mouth, not your nose?
A legal way of wearing it to protect you is with the nose and mouth.
What?
So if you wear it on Shabbos, only over your mouth?
It's not so simple that it's allowed. It's not so simple that it's allowed. You could wear it, you could breathe on it, you could breathe in it if you want to. People that are very spoiled and kvetchy, that's a different story.
And if you're wearing gloves, obviously it's very cold outside, otherwise you wouldn't wear gloves.
Do you know that people used to wear gloves for style? Women used to wear long gloves.
Use an accessory.
But then it's different. Okay, next. Okay, but it has to be worn the normal way. Okay, like we said, you wear a box over your head. It's not the normal way of doing it. Now, a garbage bag over the head to protect you from rain, So again, if people do that and you're not afraid of being ridiculed in the street, then you would be allowed to wear it like that. If it's something nobody does and people will make fun of you and we're afraid you'll take it off because people are making fun of you, so then it would not be allowed.
People think you're smart.
You have to figure out, by the way, how to make. You can't make a hole in it. That's makar b'patish. So then it's another issue. You can't make a hole in it. Well, whatever. You have to figure out a way. If it was worn, done before a guy, you could do it. What?
Sometimes you have to go to mikvah and you bring a towel so that you wrap it like a scarf. How does that work?
It's all tight around the neck. Or people wear a scarf around the neck.
Scarf. This is a towel.
No, I meant a handkerchief. The scarf is not an issue. A handkerchief around the neck because they want to be able to carry it. It depends how they wear the towel. If they wear it, okay, there's halacha in okay, we'll start this. We'll just, what?
What was the question?
The question is, if I want to go to the mikvah and I need to carry a towel with me and I can't carry it, there's no Erev, how can I wear the towel in a way that it would be good? So you basically would have to wear it as a gartel around your waist. But there is now you could wear it if you're wearing it as a scarf. You can't just wear it loosely. You have to wear it the way a scarf would be worn. Okay? So then, if you're wearing it as that, and people do wear scarves, so that wouldn't be a problem.
The problem with this is though.
But that's a separate issue. And some people wear it as a it's not big enough. It might be, but let's not get into tzitzis now. Why does your blanket need tzitzis?
You're never wearing it as clothing. It's not a beggar.
You don't wear it? Would you? Can you have a garment, a blanket of shotness?
No,
Why?
because
You're wearing it
even a seat cushion can't be shot.
because that's called wearing.
Okay.
You sit on something, it's called wearing it. Anyway, but the din is, one second, the din is you're allowed one gartel per garment. You can't wear a double gartel. Like if I have a gartel here on this, and you put another gartel around on Shabbat, you can't walk out in the street like that. You're allowed one gartel per garment. Now, the question is, so let's say I want to wear a towel around my shirt. Okay? But what happens if you have a belt? Now, the shirt is in the pants, usually, unless you're yeshiva bacher, but normal people, the shirt is in the pants, and then you have a belt, and then now the shaila is, can I wear a towel as a gartel? Or, a different shaila, can I wear my gartel? I don't want to leave my gartel in shul. I want to wear my gartel home. Am I allowed to wear a gartel over the shirt? But the question is the belt already the gartel for the shirt? So it's a big discussion in Allah. It's not so simple, by the way, that you'd be allowed to. What some people would do is they might take, the best thing to do halachically is to take out the shirt from the pants, because then the belt is for the pants and the shirt doesn't have a gartel. So then you could use the gartel as for the shirt. Or, I mean, that's what a person would have to do.
You're wearing a tie.
If you're wearing a tie and you wear a gartel as a tie pin, so that's another heter to do it. Even though it's not the normal way of doing it like that. But what?
28. What about if you're not wearing a belt, but your foot's stuck in? The pants are not a belt.
The pants are not a belt.
You're wearing a tie and your belt. How does that work?
What do you mean?
Because if I'm wearing my belt over here,
Different purposes. Serves different purposes.
different purpose. If it's a garter, are they both considered a garter?
No.
One garment for one beggar.
No. Tie is not a gartel. Tie is a decorative garment.
But it closes.
That's not called a gartel.
Ram, how about if you wear it a little
So
higher?
then also the towel, if you're not wearing it the normal way, how's that? Even if you're
Then there
wearing
might be a problem if you wear the towel the not normal way.
any way wearing it is not a normal way.
It could be an issue. Anyway,